tell how you spent your online and offline days, and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
5 years is a great time for you, of course, a great time. So how did you manage and all, and what did you expected, and what will you expect now onwards after graduating BSMS degree? So
भाई एकदम सच सच बताने वाला हूँ मैं कि
हाँ,
जो 5 साल कतई बर्बाद थे, ठीक है, जो है हो गया। अब आई मतलब इट हैज डिस्ट्रॉयड माय एक्सपेक्टेशन। तो कोविड के टाइम तो इट वाज हॉरेंडस, ठीक है, कि 5 मतलब 2 साल जैसे गए, आई डोंट नो हाउ ये मैथ्स में पास हुआ हूँ मैं। एंड इवन आफ्टर कोविड इट हैज बीन इवन मोर सो, ठीक है। सो वी हैव बीन, सो मतलब आई डिड नॉट एक्सपेक्ट कि इतना ज्यादा इट्स गोना बी अ रोलर कोस्टर काइंड ऑफ स्टफ, but somehow we have managed. I मतलब like it has set a new bar कि भाई ऐसा, मतलब ये भी कॉलेज, ऐसा भी कॉलेज होता। सो सो मतलब आई डिड नॉट थिंक कि भाई ऐसा मतलब कॉलेज एक्सपीरियंस ऐसा भी हो सकता है। बट हाँ, जो भी है सो जो है इट्स ओवर नाउ। सो आई एम मतलब आई डोंट वांट टू लुक बैक जो भी बट ठीक है, तो खत्म हो गया,
खत्म
खत्म
तो
बात।
हो गया, बट
हाँ, बात गई, खत्म
रात
बात।
गई
सो
बच
नाउ आई एम
गई
जस्ट लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड
looking forward.
आगे की।
You were in the CCD, so how did you think that will the placement sell, that how the younger generation of IISERs would come up with the CCD and the placements and all? So
So
tell me
for
about that experience
placements,
too, because
हाँ,
I guess you are more focused towards the jobs and industries and all, I guess,
uh,
but I'm not sure. Tell us about that.
so actually, like when I joined in my first year, so I was really interested in research. But then gradually in my uh, सेकेंड ईयर के आसपास व्हेन आई टुक मैथ, आई रियलाइज कि भाई मतलब इससे तो पेट भरना डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है, कि मतलब दिस डज नॉट, मतलब आई कांट सी दिस ट्रांसलेट टू बिजनेस वैल्यू डायरेक्टली, कि जिससे आई कैन एक्चुअली कुछ मतलब कुछ कमा सकता हूँ। तो दिस वाज माय सेकेंड ईयर थिंकिंग। बट देन ग्रेजुअली सो आई बिकेम मोर फोकस्ड टुवर्ड्स प्लेसमेंट्स वगैरह एंड जॉब्स वगैरह। सो yeah, I learned coding and all the other industry relevant skills. But gradually then in my final year के आसपास I again got interested in uh, like in research and mathematics. So it was very like थोड़ा सा वो था, मतलब थोड़े से लोग वो थे, मतलब शौक थे कि मतलब he is not going for jobs and he is aiming for PhDs now. But so earlier I was really interested for placements, but then again now मेरा focus अब research पे आ चुका है। Basic sciences, they like don't directly translate to business value. So you might be extremely good at the things you do, but the value, the value of your craft is not decided by you, it's decided by the market. So you need to learn industry relevant skills to actually become valuable in the market. So like that has been an issue. So like in the placement cell जब मैं handle करता था, मतलब मेरे tenure में, कि it has been difficult to bridge this gap between industry and academia. So like yeah, so like industry में also like the research roles, they require extremely like high मतलब caliber, जो मतलब you can't achieve without a PhD. And the other things जो मतलब मतलब which are not of that thing, so उसमें research के लिए ज़्यादा scope नहीं है, it's just मतलब क्या बोलते हैं, it's just repetitive tasks, so उसमें like there's not much role for creativity वगैरह. So that has been an issue for like the for our like placements वगैरह के लिए. Other than that research में तो IISERs have मतलब वो तो है ही चीज, एवरीवन नोज के रिसर्च मेट्स इट्स ऑब्वियसली बढ़िया जगह है, या बट प्लेसमेंट्स के लिए दैट्स एन इशू. After my 5 years, I wish to, like, as far as right now where I'm standing, I wish to actually pursue research. After 5 years, I don't wish to pursue research. I wish to pursue an academia in industry. Yeah, so I wish to get a maybe research role in some company. Yeah, after 5 years. So for that, the training of PhD is necessary. So yeah, that's my motivation for going for a PhD. Yeah.
Great, great. Best wishes to you too. Just let us know how your 5 years went.
Well, it was really good. So actually, the previous speaker, Anunapam, he was my first roommate. So I must say that. Uh, so yeah, right from first year, we had a group of friends with whom we interacted with whom I interacted, and uh, so for the first 2 years, it went very well because we were close to each other, and we used to, and I mean, in everything, we used to be close with each other and do everything together. But then the COVID came actually. So I was actually, I must tell a story that I was actually a part of Incubesta. So actually, you people wouldn't know because we had our first Incubesta in which was Incubesta 9. We had that in our first year. And then in the second year, Ananupam was also there in that team. So probably. So I guess we were doing this Incubesta, and then it was just a week away from our from the event, and then suddenly we received a mail that, and I was part of that team, and we suddenly received a mail from the director that sorry, we cannot go ahead with the inquest because the government has issued a notice for some for this cancellation of the events, specifically due to COVID. So at first we thought that okay, we will delay the event a bit, maybe a week or maybe 2 weeks, and then it kept on going delayed, and then ultimately we came to know that it won't happen. So it was a really setback for us. So, and we know after that what happened. So uh, yeah, so that was a bit disappointing for me that I couldn't uh, be there, deliver for the Incubesta because we prepared it so well during our time, and so we were a bit disappointed with that. But nevertheless, I'm very happy that it happened again, at least I mean this year. Although I wasn't there, I was doing my thesis, but I'm happy that it happened again in Japan. When it was the month of August, so I and one of our previous SACGS, Shomujit and so we were talking casually one day in WhatsApp, and we were chatting that okay, so now what will happen to Agumuni? So it won't be so. I mean, of course, our institute won't be opening. So what can we do? I mean, we cannot. I mean, Agumuni has been happening for the last 7 8 years at least. That's per my knowledge. So we cannot just stop it right away. I mean, something has to be there. So so that's why uh, we came up with this idea, at least me, Gayan, and some of the senior members who were from 17 hours as well. So we came up with this idea of e-Agamuni, and we there was also people from the campus radio team, I must say, because they were the ones who handled uh, very well the first part of that Agamuni with the Mahalaya. Uh, I must also mention Diktodanuda especially, and all the other members who were present in that campus radio team. Shomi was there, I remembered, and many people were there who were doing the thing. So they organized a very, I mean, it was very nice. So during the tenure, we got a lot of help from the campus radio team in regarding Agavuni as well. So they They organized the whole Mohala in that whole Mahisasuri Mardini. Great audiovisual event. And regarding Agamuni, we got a lot of support from the juniors as well, like few people. And with the help of them, I hope that we were able to give a good performance in before of the public and the students. So and I saw that many people liked it also. So yeah, it was a unique kind of thing which we did, and I suppose if we wouldn't have done that, probably Agamuni wouldn't have been there till now. I mean,
So Novoril Dada,
yeah,
uh, you did your project outside IISER in the last semester, right? In the 10th semester.
yeah. I didn't do any of my projects at IISER, so I did all the projects right for my first year outside IISER Kolkata. That's true.
Okay, so in your opinion, I mean, why did you chose to move outside IISER in your 10th semester project for the project?
Okay, so for me, the field which I wanted to work on, or on the field on which I moved towards my fifth year, or the project which I was doing. So that project was not being done here at IISER Kolkata, so by any of the faculty. So that was a prime reason, you can say. Uh, but apart from that, I also, like, since I was working outside from third and fourth year, so I had contacts with them, and I had offers from them to do my projects outside. So that's why I chose that, since I was getting an opportunity to do the projects outside. So that's why I chose, yeah, to do my project.
So third and fourth year went in COVID period, right? And
That's right.
again, you are ending it in offline period.
Yeah.
So, how was it? Like for me, it was I joined online. I ended up three or four semesters online, then joined either in offline. Orchita
Hmm.
did a little bit of offline. She joined offline, a little bit of offline, and then it
Hmm.
was mainly online and then offline. So,
Hmm.
but you did a considerable part in offline. So all the semesters, all the project, all the subjects in the first two semesters offline, then suddenly online, and again offline. So how was the changes? How did you find the online period to be easy or difficult in some senses, or some like things?
Uh, Difficult in the sense that, yeah, uh, there's a considerable difference between doing your courses in online and offline. Of course, I must mention. So, yeah, courses. I wouldn't say it was difficult. Uh, so I can say that it was a bit changed actually. So because in offline, there was a type of learning curve which we go through, but in online, it is completely changed. So, yeah, so those two are different kind of experiences. Yeah, of course, if we would have done the class in offline, it would have been much, much better.
Okay, so you are moving to which university? I mean, everything is sorted. I mean, is
Yeah, till now, everything seems to be sorted. So I will be joining University of Heidelberg, and in collaboration with Max Planck Institute for Astronomy. So through the IMPRS program as an IMPRS fellow in Germany, right in next October. I mean, coming October.
okay. So 2 3 months of a very comfortable life in India. Enjoy it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, can say.
Okay.
So, best wishes for your future. I guess you have achieved a lot, also did a lot of things. So, good luck, and also, what to say? No more words left. So, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the invite, and best of luck to you people as well. And I mean, not to all the clubs at IISER Kolkata. I mean, uh, since I know, I mean, I have been part of this cultural committees and various cultural events, and I really hope that the IISER Kolkata cultural fraternity uh, do well in the coming days. And all the best to all of you guys. And regarding academics, regarding cultural events, all of the things. All the best. See you guys.
So hi Dada,
Hi,
welcome.
hi.
So before we start, first let us know how was your whole journey of 5 years in IISER Kolkata in short. And how did you see it from the day you ended class 12 and stepped in and then now you are stepping out?
Yeah, it was a nice journey. After class 12, I wanted to do physics. That's why I joined IISER Kolkata, and it has been quite worth to join IISER Kolkata. And there was during the pandemic, it was a little hard to cope up, and it was hard to continue, but we have gone through the pandemic, and now I'm getting out with the degree, and also I'm going to I have got a PhD, and I will be going for the PhD in September. And also it is nice that I have won two gold medals.
So with whom you did your last year project?
And I did my last year project with Dibyendu Nandi, Professor Dibyendu Nandi.
DM in Sesi?
Yes, in CIS.
He's the one people look run for, right?
I did not look for him from the beginning, but later I thought of contacting him, and he luckily accepted me. And after an interview, and that is how I went. I did not look for him from the very first year or so. Initially, in the first year I worked with Rumide, and then in the second year the pandemic came. I could not. I was selected for an internship at IIT Bombay, but I could not go due to the pandemic. And then it was here and there. Then I did an on. Then I did Dadwise internship in Germany, and then finally I did my master's thesis at with Dipendra, Professor Dipendra.
So you enjoyed IISER. तो सुबह 8 बजे जा सकते थे क्लास में उठ के?
That was a very dreadful situation. Means we had to wake up early. I went to sleep at 4 a.m. I used to in my first year or yeah, second year as well. I used to sleep at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and wake up at 7:30 a.m. somehow, and just change the clothes and go to the class within half an hour. So that was very. That was at the same time it was exciting as well.
So what did you do up to 3 a.m.? You had a crush?
No, means not. No, I did not have a crush at either.
Okay, okay, okay. So as you move on, I mean, as you move on to in later part of your life in PhD,
Mm.
what do you aspire to take up? You are staying in India or you are flying abroad?
For my PhD.
Yes, I mean, as you are now moving out after convocation, so you'll be here in India in other institute or you are flying
No,
abroad?
I will be joining the Max Planck Institute for Solar System Science at Göttingen in Germany.
Okay, and you had been TA, I believe, the
Yeah,
teaching as
I have been TA for the 22 MS batch for three times, I guess. Yeah, three times.
22 ms or some other
Sorry,
brand?
20 MS, 20 MS. Yeah.
20 ms. तो 3 बार के टीए कभी कोई बोला है दादा मार्क्स बढ़वा दो?
You only said that.
And any particular spectacular memory that can be positive? I mean, some memory you cherish or something you wish that had never have happened in ISO? Something spectacular that has kept a mark on you?
Yeah, so the memories are at the during the winters at night. The fog is very beautiful. So that is the best part. Whenever I think of Hyzer, it comes to my mind. during the nights, the fogs, the floating fogs, and those things. That is most beautiful thing I remember. Means it comes to my mind whenever I think of it. And the nature, of course, nature and the beautiful fog.
And what about slow moving and fast moving things?
Yeah, those. Yeah. Two times slow moving black snake and half
And
mass
the
melt.
spectacular marshmallows.
Yeah, mass melts. Yeah. Yeah, those are also very a good part of the memory.
Acha, for you, who has completed his masters in one, his bachelor's and master's in one particular institute, and I believe you must have friends who have done the studies in a bit more conventional way. We have BSc and MSc in different places and different degrees. And
Yeah,
IISER is a place where BSMS is the flagship program, right?
yeah,
So, in your opinion, how both are different or similar, or what is that?
yeah. So basically, the difference is in the style of teaching and how we teach. In normal universities, they have a fixed syllabus. They have to do that, and it's more rigid. And here we have it more like research-oriented things. So that is the main difference I feel. Otherwise, breaking it up, even if we have it into two parts, it would be a little different because we get the time for pre majors and exploring the different subjects. So I think this, if anyone wants to get is really interested in pursuing science, they should join such a PSMS program. They get a chance to explore other subjects as well, and they have a research exposure. So these are the two main differences I feel.
Okay, so had you not been in DPS, any other department you would have been?
In any other department,
मान
uh,
लो DPS में नहीं गए थे.
ha, yeah, I could have joined maths,
DMS, the
but
Lord
but
comes in.
but yeah, means, some of the maths professors asked me to join maths actually because yeah, Somnath Basu had asked me to join maths, but
After this
I
question,
refused him.
I believe both Urchita and I should now move on. The Lord DMS comes in.
Huh?
The Lord DMS comes in. So I remember my maths days in IISER first year, and that's a different story. Okay, no issues.
But yeah, I would not have taken maths. But yeah, I liked maths till second year, but not beyond that.
Okay. So anything you would like to pass on to your juniors, the 21 MS, 22 MS, the 23 MS will be joining in a few months.
Hmm.
An outgoing senior just passing on some ideas, some spectacular motivations, something not in plans, how to move on in ISER and all.
Yeah, so the main thing I would suggest for the juniors is to take the new this system of learning in a good way and enjoy it and enjoy the campus life and also do if they are interested in a particular thing, they should do a long term project in that thing and try to move on in the similar lines as they go on. Then it would be easier for them if they want to really want to continue in uh, that topic later on. Otherwise, changing topics makes a little bit harder later in the initial stages. But still, if they want to change the topics, they should. and also they should always enjoy the life, enjoy the campus life.
Oh, okay, Dada. So with this, it's time to wrap up. We from the campus radio wish you all the very best in your future years. And we also hope to have you here, both online and offline, for anything that we as juniors would look for your guidance.
Yes, I will always be here to help.
Thank you, Dada. Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
It has been a great time, I'll say, more or less, the past 5 years, and has led to great developments in different aspects in my life. Um, I saw a lot of things, and also, in some sense, it was very special, like for our batch and like for your batch also, that we spent 2 years of our life in lockdown. Um, I still remember that when I came here, like I ditched my offer for a medical college because I just thought that maybe memorizing so many things is not for me, and I will just do some physics. But um, yeah, and it was a struggle for me in the beginning because I was preparing for medicine, and then coming here was a struggle with mathematics as I didn't have it. But yeah, it was fine, and at some point I also liked it enough to consider joining the maths department. Mm, uh, but besides that, initially there was this thing that there was so much hope, and in some sense there was this innocent joy of pursuing science, and but over time it has, in some sense, toned down a bit. But I mean, I would say it is a way. It's a part of being growing up that certain expectations do go away because as unpleasant things happen, your view of the world changes. But I think that it was overall quite a nice thing because yeah. But besides that, besides science also there has been so many nice things here. I mean, when it started, it was like a 1 week holiday, right? I mean, it was this 1 week thing, the holy break, and then I thought that okay, yeah, another 1 week extension, wonderful. Such. Then it kept going on and on and on. The first semester exams were still fine. Because like most of it, like the first semester online exams were still fine because most of it was already covered, and like some of it was like the professors just said like we just leave it and whatever. But then the real ordeal started in the third year for us, and for you it was the second year, I believe. And yeah, it was kind of crazy because I mean we were trying to keep up with things, but also we were kind of so lonely because I mean usually when we are here on campus we have others to sympathize with. We can talk about what we are not understanding. We hate this professor and so on, and we can just bitch about things. But back there when we were stuck at home, it was very odd. And yes, there are also many unfortunate things I feel because of the various things like people were copying and so on, and so did I, of course. And we are also penalized. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of a test. I agree that I mean that we should have been penalized because we are breaking the rules, and if someone can catch us, we should be penalized.
Absolutely. But
And
still, no way. There was no way. Because all were copying, so do we are
yeah,
copying.
and then if I'm caught, it's fine that I'm penalized at this point, I'll say. But of course, it was not pleasant then. But I would also say that it brought, like, I mean, for me, there was this thing that in my first, second year, it was always a big deal for me to perform well in academia, but or in academics or in the courses. But like the third year kind of revealed it to me that it was not really the point because I mean, it's so easy to get it. I mean, as I could see many people who were talking, they were just good at it. And but that kind of opened up my view towards my how to explore my college life.
So, Anjali, what you have experienced so far?
I mean, yeah, if I have to recollect everything and, just present it in 3 minutes, it's quite a difficult job, best I can say. But yeah, when I joined, I also ditched my medical seat, and because I was preparing for NEET, but of course I wanted to pursue basic science, but I didn't really have any idea how research would work or anything. But that time, yeah, I just love teaching and just studying science. So without much idea, I joined a research institute, I can say. But then I think the first thing I have to say, this place have just like presented me with a lot of opportunities. So even the coursework was so nice compared to the schooling that I got. And in the beginning, I faced some issues like linguistic barrier and a little bit of cultural shock, was I would say. But I was actually enjoying everything. I was like in a too much excited state first of all because I really badly wanted to get into IISER. It was my first option, and I don't know. I just felt like I should totally go there. So after coming here, yeah, first semester in the excited state, I never just came down. And after that, with ISM and all, I got a little bit busy in my second semester. Then I realized, okay, how hectic it can get managing the coursework and if you have to work in a lab and all. But then, yeah, I don't really like, recollect everything, but it was like quite tricky for a first year student, I guess. And then in second year, I realized that I should focus on my studies actually, because in IISER, as you know, the first years really do matter. But then,
Also, you were busy in the IGM, perhaps, during your
yeah,
first, yeah.
halfway through because
Yeah.
till now. So after that, then okay, yeah, now peacefully I can focus on my academics and all. But then pandemic came. So pandemic came at a point where I was literally enjoying my life to the fullest in this campus. So I was feeling very, very down. Because actually it took me some time to get along with the culture and everything here. But it was like such an ideal point where the pandemic just happened. So in the beginning, I also thought it's just gonna be a 1 week vacation. But then it got extended. First, I was happy that, okay, I'm getting an extended vacation. So I was really happy. But then we were sent back to home. So I was like, still fine because we'd be just back in 1 month. So no need to worry. But then, yeah, when the third year started, so we took our majors. So first, when I joined IISER, I wanted to pursue biological sciences. I wanted to do genetic engineering and stuff like that. But actually, after IGEM, I realized that it's not my cup of tea. So then, and through the coursework, and I think because of the teachers, I would say mainly, I took chemistry as my major, which was the least score subject during my high secondary. But yeah, the teachers were truly amazing here. And after that, yeah, eventually the research taste has been shaped like, over the past years. So it's like, and I of course wanted to do something interdisciplinary. So that was fine because IISER really truly have the ideal environment if you want to do basic interdisciplinary research, I feel. So that was fine. But then being at home for me, it was like very bad because I'm someone who really would like to see people around me. So yeah, at home it was a bit difficult. But then, yeah, when they called us back, I think during third year I came back here. But then again, when the second wave hit, we were sent back. So yeah, there were like very hard times I could recollect, but it was fine because you need to be resilient. So these kind of experiences will teach us to be like to feel okay and just to keep going sometimes.
Wow, that's an amazing journey. So, are you also being in the academia or going somewhere else?
Funny question.
Same type of question.
Yeah, I came to this institute because my passion for teaching and doing research and also I was like, of course, all about academia. But at this point, I'm not sure. Of course, I think I have my liking for academia, but I'm keeping an open mind at this point. So really don't know. I'm just waiting for the next phase of my journey.
So the next phase is, of course, PhD, at least for now, or no?
Hopefully, yeah, for the next
Fingers crossed.
4 years in academia, and then let's see how it turns out.
Oh, cool. So, great wishes, best wishes for your future. You should do well and keep our IISER K, the name of the IISER K, to all the places through your research work.